Hi there. I'm Carrie Bonnet, executive function coach and veteran teacher, and welcome to my Brain Boost series. One quick practical strategy to help your student get things done without extra stress. For each video, I share something small, sometimes something very small, that you can try right away. Something that supports motivation, planning, follow through. Let's jump into today's tip. Today's Brain Boost is about emotional regulation and how a strategy called box breathing can support it. One executive function skill that many students struggle with is emotional control, the ability to manage big feelings, big emotions, so they can stay engaged, solve problems, and complete tasks. When this skill, emotional control or emotional regulation, is lagging, even small frustrations can feel overwhelming. And here's the hard truth. There's no reset button in these moments when emotions are running high, patience is running low, and everyone just needs things to stop escalating. And human brains are primarily feeling brains. Our feelings, our emotions, take precedent over everything else. That's why teaching calming strategies ahead of time, we'll get to that, is so important. One of my favorite tools for kids and adults is something called box breathing. It's a simple, science backed breathing technique that helps calm the nervous system in just a few minutes. Box breathing works because it slows down the breath, which signals the brain and the body that it's safe to settle down. When the body is calm, then the brain has a much better chance of re-engaging the executive function skills, maybe like focus, problem solving, flexibility. Here's how box breathing works. First, you breathe in for, say, 4 counts. You hold for 4 counts. You breathe out for 4 counts. And then you hold again for 4 counts. That's one box, if you will. The counts doesn't really matter, the 4 counts each time, but slowing down the breath is what matters and making them kind of even, equal in length. So 4 counts, 3 counts, two big counts, any of that works. You can repeat that cycle a few times. Usually 3 or 4 rounds is enough for most people to notice a shift. Now, here's an important tip that I mentioned just a moment ago. Don't wait until your child is already upset to teach this. In fact, don't teach this when they are upset. Practice box breathing when things are calm, maybe at bedtime, during a quiet moment, or even as part of a routine, doing dishes or something. That way, when emotions spike, the strategy feels familiar instead of foreign. If your child is hesitant, you can make it more concrete, more playful, even. You might trace an imaginary box in the air together, or trace a box on your leg or the desk. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Giving their brain something to see or do while breathing can make it easier to engage. And remember, this isn't about stopping emotions. Emotions are normal and important. I always tell kids, I want you to feel your feelings. This is about helping your child's nervous system settle down enough so their thinking brain can come back online. If you have other mindfulness or calming strategies that work well in your family, I would love to hear about them. I will be back soon with another brain boost. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this tip, check out the resources and information about coaching at my website, which is just my name, carriebonnet.com. Thanks for watching.